Yo, editing Krono here really quick, just to make a few notes before this video starts. This video was recorded quite a bit in advance. You are going to see videos like this mixed into our usual content. I know it's not super exciting as this news has been out for a little while, but it was my first reaction to it. I usually try to stay away from these things if I plan to record them, that you guys can get, my gut reactions to what I'm seeing, and you will get a bit of a heads up what you might see in the future on the channel itself, as this will definitely be mixed in with our usual things like, PS2, Reacts, Honkai Star Rail, Genshin, PGR, those sort of things. All right, that's all I had to say. Back over to, or at least let's let the video get started. Yo, what's going on, my fellow weebs? Krono here, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be reacting to the TGS gameplay showcase of Dragon's Dogma 2, a game that I absolutely adored when it first came out. I played the heck out of it. I didn't really get into Dark Arisen all that much because I had already played the crap out of Dragon's Dogma by then, and I didn't really feel like going back to it. It was always one of those games where I kind of regretted not getting like my perfect character setup, which I do like to do in most games. It was so much work back in Dragon's Dogma 1. The leveling system was so weird to make a good character, so it always irritated me a lot by forcing you down like specific paths. But overall, before I knew anything about optimization in that game, it was a lot of fun. It's just learning about it afterwards that made it a huge issue. Hopefully we don't have these issues again in Dragon's Dogma 2. And yeah, let's check it out, since IGN has been so wonderful as posting all this stuff online for us to take a look at. All right, let's look at it. What do we got? I'm a full screen this one, man. Also, is this looking as good as it can look? It is. It looks a little rough though. Oh, that frame rate's a little crunchy, IGN. Or that bit rate's a little crunchy. I'm seeing most of the same classes I've seen beforehand, so that's fair. Some of these skills are pretty dope. Dogma 2.
Hello everyone, I'm Hideaki Itsuno, the director of Dragon's Dogma 2. Dragon's Dogma 2 is a narrative-driven action RPG set in an immersive fantasy world designed to place player choice at the heart of the gameplay experience.
Okay.
The action gameplay is designed to challenge your creativity, and although this is a single-player adventure, AI-controlled companions will accompany you throughout the experience.
Has it always been 4 people with AIs?
Today, I'd like to show you a little of what you can expect from the world of Dragon's Dogma 2.
I know you had you and your own pawn. Did you like hire 2 more pawns, or was it one more pawn?
In Dragon's Dogma 2, up to 3 AI-controlled beings called pawns can join you on your adventures.
I see they're still pawns.
Players can choose from 4 starting vocations that determine how they will play. Of course, you will be able to
they split them up this time
at any time by visiting vocation guilds. For now, let's look at the fighter vocation. Wielding a one-handed sword and shield, the fighter excels in melee combat. As a fighter,
standard.
you can cut down enemies with a sword and protect yourself and your party using your shield.
God, it's so crunchy looking. Hold on, let me see if I can find anything else. One sec, guys.
As we keep going, we can
hold that thought. Okay, it's not substantially better, but it is better. It looks like Capcom got some decent footage. So, oh, that just made me look at something. Oh, hold on, I gotta know. Okay, it looks like this is the nicest the footage actually is. I had to check and see what Max is using for his footage. It looks like it's about the same thing. So, this is about as good as it's gonna look.
The fighter excels in.
Also, note that I don't know why it passed by me when it came up, but different races. Interesting. Also, this looks really cool. Holy crap, that armor looks sick.
At any time by visiting vocation guilds.
All right, no more pauses. That's a lie. We're probably gonna pause again. I apologize.
The fighter vocation. Wielding a one-handed sword and shield, the fighter excels in melee combat. As a fighter, you can
the fighter blocks the bit rate
and protect yourself and your party using your shield. As we keep going, we can see some harpies in the distance. As an archer, you'll be better suited to take down enemies above you.
Makes sense.
Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, it looks like there's different races now. That's pretty dope.
Archer is a vocation that uses a bow and arrow to attack enemies from a distance. Make full use of your arsenal.
Yo, is that...
including exploding
Hold
or
on,
lighting
hold on. We're not just gonna
arrows.
overlook that.
Make full
Is that mage just flying, like, casually? Very awkwardly looking, mind you.
use of your arsenal, including exploding or blighting arrows. You can also
Yeah,
aim
okay,
at your
yep,
enemies
that's their
like a
dude.
third-person shooter. The monsters of Dragon's Dogma 2 behave organically in the world around them, and will even react to players by using their wits against you.
Yeah, they did that a lot in the first game, so that's fair.
Next, I would like to show you the mage in action. Mages excel at long-range magical attacks, as well as healing and support spells that bolster your party with various enchantments to give allies an advantage.
Sorry, I'm trying to keep the
in
yawns
battle.
out.
The more
pretty late.
advanced and powerful the magic is, the longer the incantation will take.
So charges are still a thing, basically. You can charge up your
In
magic.
addition to the pawns you adventure with, you will occasionally act with other inhabitants of the world.
What's this? We're trapped.
I guess we're not trapped. Oh, the typical ogre. Or Cyclops, or whatever you want to call it.
Lastly, let's take a look at the thief. As a thief, you use daggers to strike at your enemies, relying on agility and quick attacks.
Yo, Thief is looking kind of
Use
sick.
Swift step to quickly move away from enemies after an attack. The key strategy for the thief against massive monsters is to find openings and cling on to the enemy to deal damage.
Oh, so it's a specific Thief thing this time around.
Fighting head-on is always an option, but it's a good idea to utilize the environment around you while engaging with enemies. Between your chosen vocation, diverse terrains, and the particular monster you're up against, each encounter challenges players and their party to use their creativity to succeed.
That's kind of
Two
cool.
nations prosper in the world of Dragon's Dogma 2. Vermund, the human kingdom, and Batal, the land of Beastren.
Okay, so this is the
In
beast ring.
Vermund, the Arisen who slay the dragon have ruled as kings for generations. This land of lush meadows and rolling hills is ripe for exploration. In contrast, Batal is a rugged canyon nation with a city built on the site of ancient
Wait, if the
ruins.
Arisen rules the nation, does
It
that
is
mean our
home
old
to the
character
Beastren
is
and their
ruling the nation?
unique culture.
Or
The nation
ruled
of Batal
after he won?
offers players a different experience from the human kingdom, with diverse environments to explore and monsters to encounter. In your adventures, you might come across people who call out to you.
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir?
Other times, you might receive quests from people who you aid.
Thank heavens. Thought I'd ne'er make it. If I might be so bold as to impose upon you again, would you be willing to accompany me to the cenotaph and safeguard me from harm?
Pawns with knowledge of a quest may be able to guide you to the right location,
Oh, that's cool.
but it is up to the player to decide whether to follow them or not.
Or whether to eat them off a cliff.
Pawns support you throughout your adventures and may come to your aid when you are in trouble.
Yo, he caught him. That's sick.
To complete your quests, you can ride ox carts to travel to major locations. But be aware, as you might get attacked en route to your destination and have to decide how to tackle the situation.
Yeah, I guess we'll leave.
During the ride, you can choose to close your eyes to quickly arrive at your destination. Time is ever passing, even while riding an ox cart, and the environment around the player constantly changes. Nighttime is especially dangerous.
Oh, dude, nighttime in Dragon's Dogma was rough.
With no light to illuminate your surroundings, you will be enveloped in pitch black darkness where you can't even see your feet. Also, there are dangerous monsters that only appear at night, so you need to be careful when adventuring in the dark. If you have a camping kit, you can find a campsite to spend the night and recover your health.
Good evening, Arisen. 'Tis the honor of my life to share your journey, Arisen.
To wrap up, I'd like to introduce some advanced vocations that become available as you progress
They
in
are
the
going to
story.
show them.
The Mystic Spear Hand combines magic attacks and weapon-based physical attacks. A good all-rounder, they use their duo spear at close range and magic at long range.
It's a different weapon too.
They can also use magic to block an enemy's movement or throw multiple items at once.
That's pretty sick.
The Magic Archer is a vocation that further specializes in long-range attacks with magical arrows. On top of healing and providing support to your allies, they can learn a skill that releases a powerful attack over a wide area in exchange for reducing their own maximum HP. And of course, there are other unique vocations you can look forward to. We have a playable version of Dragon's Dogma 2 at the Tokyo Game Show Capcom booth.
Dope.
Depending on the choices they make, each player can experience very different playthroughs. We're very much looking forward to the impressions of those who get a chance to play. Dragon's Dogma 2 is being developed for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and Steam.
Oh, thank
Please
God.
stay tuned for more information. Thank you.
Awesome. That looks cool. I'm actually very excited for like the advanced classes too. Give me a good combination for thief and fighter, dude. Oh, that looks so good. That looks so good, dude. I'm actually looking forward to playing Dragon's Dogma. That looks really, really good. That looks gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, Thief looked awesome. It's interesting because Strider was the class that they used beforehand, and that all is encompassed bows and daggers. And it looks like they've separated them, which I did like a lot because I never liked the idea of having to be forced down one path in those situations, or forced, you know, to apply something else as far as my weapons. But I mean, it's a good idea to have other options, but it looks really, really cool. And it does mean that they're going to be doing a bit more unique animations, I feel like, with some of these classes. And the combinations of stuff already you see, like, you know, the two magic-based classes. We got the Spearman as well as the Magic Archer, which is super dope in both cases. I'd love to see what other class combinations are going to be. I'm actually really excited to see that. But yeah, that's about it. I guess I will see you guys next time. I'm looking forward to playing it. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to playing it as well. All right. Take care, guys. Peace.